My name's Leanne Peters, and this is our healing list event for some of my patrons, Temple of Balance patrons for July 2025. So today is the 22nd of July, and usually I would host this event at the end of the month, but we're about to have a week off, and I'm doing things early, tying up things before I take a break. So our theme for this particular healing list event is bringing attention to life. So attention to life is our theme. And so thinking of things like what we give attention to in life, but also releasing our distractions with life, our issues with life, our tangents with life, our frustrations with life, our conflicts with life, things like this, our fear of life perhaps. So when we think of life and our relationship to our life, what comes to mind? How is our current relationship with our life? Because everything we interact with is a relationship. Our relationship with ourselves, our relationship with others, our relationship to our path, our relationship to our past, our relationship to our life. So how is your current relationship to your life? I'm thinking of my relationship to my cat because my cat is here thinking I'm talking to her as usual. So I have 26 people on the healing list today, and what I have done is I have cut all your names up here and put you in my little pot, actually my large pot. So I'm going to pluck your names out shortly, and I'm going to pull a card for each of you, especially around our theme of attention to life. So I'm going to start though with some smudging. In fact, I might pull a healing energy card to begin with. Good morning, Jackie. Yes, the cat would probably love me to pick her up, but she's on my wrong side. So if she comes over here, I might be able to pick her up. Come on, do you want to say hello? Come on. Here she is, Miss Puss. Miss Puss. We had sunshine and then the sun left, didn't it? So that's Miss Puss. There we go. Okay, let's start with the cards. I'm looking for the best card that the majority of us need now as we dive into this healing journey today, and we look at our focus, our theme of attention to life. So the best card to start this connection is this. It's Healing Energy Cards Deck 2. Yeah, she's very soft and fluffy. It's card 91 called Ruins to Life. No, it doesn't. It says Ruins to Wonder. Hello, turn my brain on. And it's in the Rise category. Ruins to Wonder. It says rebuild in new and improved ways. Rise up from the ashes. Create something better than before. Be dedicated, commit, and create new memories. So there is a phoenix element to this card, but this is very structural. So it usually talks about something to do with structure, foundations, a building. It could be literally a building, but something that's structural for us. Whereas the phoenix perhaps is a bit more, maybe we could say emotional or a bit more mental perhaps, but it's more of a, maybe an idea of rebirth, of lifting up, of rising up, of upliftment, whereas this one perhaps has a little bit more grounding to it because it is more structural, it's more building related, and it's more foundational in general. So this is letting things crumble. So we can think of the tower in the tarot cards, and the tower that's crumbling, so the structures that are crumbling, the belief systems that are crumbling within our life, the things that we like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that was true. The realization I was living a lie can also crumble our world. So the crumbling down of like the tower, and this is building something else in its place. So creating a new truth or a new belief system, or a new building off the foundations of the rubble that of the building that crumbled before. You know, there was one time, I think it only probably really happens once, where I realized I was living a lie. And I didn't realize it obviously up till then, but there was like, oh my gosh, and my life completely changed after that. It definitely was not the same. So when we realize that, it is exceptionally life changing. That's, of course, if we don't want to be living a lie. I think some people maybe don't mind if they live a dishonest life. I certainly do mind if I live a dishonest life. And to me, my values and my truth and my ethics are extremely important, if not the most important thing to me. So if I realize I'm living a lie, I have to do something about it there and then. So these types of things, it's like your whole world kind of crumbles, because what we built our life upon, the belief that we built our life upon, suddenly we see it's not actually true, and down come the walls. The walls come crumbling down. So we've got ruins to wonder as we get started. I'm going to start with some smudging. So I'm going to light the sage, and I'll guide us through. I'll just get this sky light first, and then we'll see. So take some nice big breaths now, and maybe think about what's going on in your life at the moment. In general, if you were to do a general overview of your relationship with your life, how is it? How content are you in your life? Are you undergoing changes? Are changes required? Like, where are you now? Are you preparing for something? Are you changing something? So take some nice big breaths as we ask this sacred smoke to wash over our bodies and carry away with it all negative energies, entities, cords, hooks, attacks, and attachments, as we give ourselves permission to let go. Let's let go of our distractions, the distractions we have that are distracting us from life. Let's let go of our issues that we have with life. Let's let go of the tangents that we go on about life. Let's let go of our frustrations about life. And let's let go of the conflicts or the conflict that we feel with our life. We should know our life best. We should know our life better than anyone else would know our life, because it is our life. So how is your relationship with your life? Are you in a boat? Are you traveling down the river of your life? Are you trying to embrace it as best as you can? Are you trying to trust in the unfolding? Are you learning and having fun along the way, even when there's bumps and rocks on the path or on the road or in the river? Or are you resisting? Are you trying to swim upstream? Are you trying to go in a different direction? Are you fighting with your life? And if so, are you willing to let it go? Are you willing to let go of that tension that you feel about your life? Are you able to accept where you are or the difficulties that you're facing? Are you able to make some changes so that you can improve or balance up your life a bit or a lot? Do you just need to ride this difficult time out because you're in between things, you're working things out? Maybe you just need to ride the wave through, depending on where you're at this time. So where are you at with your life? And what can you do to get back on the boat, back on the surfboard, back on the ship, back in synchronization with your life itself? So let's snuff out the smudge stick. Okay, let's dive in deeply now. I'm now going to be connecting with you all here in my lap. Here in my lap, I have 26 people, 26 of you on the healing list today. I'm going to pull your name out and I'm going to grab a healing energy card for you. And I'm specifically looking for, one, what you need right now at this time, at this moment of connection, but also what you need in relation to your life and your relationship with your life. And how I visualize when I say life, I picture this tree, this old tree, maybe an oak tree or a willow tree or a beautiful flowering gum tree. And I picture this tree just abundant with life, and it's abundant with branches and leaves and growth. Its root system feels like it goes deep down into the subconscious, into the dirt underneath, just strongly, and it really stretches out, finding the nutrients that it needs in the soil. So life to me is like a tree. How is your tree? How is your tree of life? If life for you, if life for us all is a tree, how do you picture that tree? Is it dying? Is it losing branches? Is it growing lopsided? Is it too focused on the branches and neglecting the roots? Like, how is the general balance of your tree of life? All right, let's get started. So, as I'm connecting with you, just see if it resonates what I say, especially in relationship to life. And if you're waiting for me to pull your name out, then maybe pay attention to the things that really speak to you, but also the parts that you want to reject. Any information you want to reject is good to pay attention to as well. So, first person, lucky first person is Rayna Ortiz. So Rayna, I'm just going to grab a random card here. Or actually, I might reveal it to you at the time. So Rayna, we've got being resistless. So this is letting go of your resistance and your fear and going for it and moving forward and embracing life. Don't hesitate. Summon your courage and go for it being resistless. I'm going to stack everyone up here. Okay, next person. So the cards are facing that way. We have Anne-Marie Douglas, inner child. So your inner child, a part of you wants to come out of hiding. So a part of you wants to come out of hiding, a part of you that contains life. So it could be something you like to do that you haven't done for a while, something that inspires you or motivates you that you've been putting to the side. This wants to come out now so that you can get more involved with your life by bringing that part of you out of the closet, out of that hidey hole. Next person is Avril Daly. Avril, you have purification. So this is about cleansing and purging the things that are blocking you from life. And it feels to me like a dam wall or a bunch of trees that have like broken trees that have stacked up in the river, and removing these, clearing all that stuff out of the way, and clearing your path of life, clearing that river of your life. Okay, next person is Nicole Wiggins. Nicole, notice the details. So focus on the details, focus on the things that are important to you and the things that need to be done, or the things that need to be focused on, rather than the things that distract you from life. So focus and notice the details, and seek more information if you don't understand something. Okay, next person is Jane Corlett. Jane, your card is traditions. So it feels like a big important part of your life, at least at the moment, is to look at the traditions, the stories from the past or from your family, from your history, the things that have travelled through time or travelled through the years that you think of from time to time, that this is like the foundation of life, the traditions that your life is built upon. It's a bit like a foundational feeling, actually. Thanks, Jane. Next person, whoops, we'll go with this person that fell, is Nicki Nicki Mohler, your card is stillness. So this is stopping, being still, and finding or being receptive to the gentleness of life. Noticing the gentleness, the calm, the quiet, the nature perhaps, your breath, your heartbeat, just the simple things. It feels like a contrast to, say, stress and worry and overwhelm. This is like the opposite of that. So this is a quiet prayer, finding peace. Next person is Allison. Allison, your card is regeneration. So this is life regenerating, especially after a period of feeling burned or challenged, where life was kind of burned out of you. This is life regenerating. This is the spark. This is the seed regenerating. It's sprouting now. New roots are going down. New life is being renewed and revived within you. So this is that life regenerating. Life regenerating. Very nice. Next person is Rebecca Ross. Rebecca, your card is the journey. So this is about trusting in the steps that you take as you move towards the unknown, and that you are supported as you make those steps forward. So you're stepping forward, you don't know where you're going, but you have the support helping guide you there and helping take you there. So life calls you into the unknown. Life calls you into adventure and into trying something new, and perhaps opening a new doorway. There's a lot of action in this particular card as well. So thanks, Rebecca. Next person, Priscilla Kimboko. Your card is disintegration. So this is things coming apart to be put back together again in a new way. This is like the melting glue. And sometimes we try and stop it from melting. We want to keep things glued together. We want to keep things going the way we know and the way that they are going, but things change. So this is about surrendering and letting go and allowing things to change and allowing things to come back or to regenerate in a new and improved way. So life is calling you to really let go and allow things to change and improve in your life. I trust that makes sense, Priscilla. Thank you very much. We're going to go, next person is Christi. Christi, your card is coming full circle. So this is card 110. It's the last card in the deck, and it's talking about full circle now. So this is like the cycles and the circle of life. You know, birth, life and death, perhaps. Birth, life and death, something like that. But things coming full circle. So are you allowing things to change and move in that the cycles and the circles of life? Are you allowing things to change, or are you trying to hold on to something that's perhaps expired? It's easy to do because we want things to be how they used to be, but we change and people involved change and life changes and then things change, and it can be difficult to let go. It is like a grief in some ways. In fact, it's a lot like a grief. So, and the end of an old era and the start of a new era. Life goes on, bittersweet. A new phase starts. Thanks, Christy. Next person is Angela Fraser. Let's grab this card for you, Angela. It's third eye opening. So this is trusting in yourself. This is increasing or improving or improving, I guess. I can't think of a better word right now, although that doesn't quite feel right. It doesn't feel like the best word, but improving your trust in yourself, and also clearing trust issues that you have around other people. So letting trust issues go that are connected with others, because they tend to result in insecurities. So if you can let those issues go and instead turn your trust towards yourself in regards to how can I trust myself more? How can I trust my intuition better? How can I trust in the direction that I'm going in my life in a more substantial way? So self-trust is where it's at, and I feel like that sort of brings things together for you and helps you be able to move forward. So if you can, see if you can let your trust issues go that are related to other people. And I know it's not easy thing to do, but it is something that's very powerful if you can find that. Okay, next person. Is this person? It's Pamela Florea. Pamela, your card is improvement. So life is improving. I feel like moving out of the chains, the things that were tied up or tied down for you that were limiting and squishing your ability to expand and grow. I feel like a period too where your light was dimming, but this is now transforming. So the bonds are being cut or broken. The light is reigniting and coming back to life. So life is improving. Life is returning for you. Life probably almost went out, but it wasn't snuffed out. It's now got the air and the life force it needs to re-oxygenate itself and to revive. So improvement is here for you, especially improvement regarding your life, Pamela. I trust that makes sense. Okay, we've still got quite a few people here. Maybe we're halfway through. Next person is Kathleen Glen. Kathleen, your card is raw emotion. So this is grief. I mean, this is raw grief. This is raw emotion. So this is an intensity of feeling. There might be something that happened that feels very disappointing, or something that feels frustrating or very sad or emotional. It could be the loss of someone or the loss of something too. So this brings up very strong raw emotion, but this card brings hope. So this yellow energy in here brings hope into the difficulties, or hope into the grief, or hope into the loss or disappointment. So hope is here, and you're being encouraged to find that hope or find that feeling of optimism about life, and that this is, I don't want to minimize what you've been through, but it feels like this is part of life. So this will make you stronger, what you've been through too, but stay hopeful that things are improving. And trust in the bigger picture is also part of that, which is a nice reminder. So thanks, Kathleen. Okay, next person is Joanne Monroe. Joanne, your card is this emotional healing. This is reminding you to stay in the eye of the storm. So when things feel very stormy about life around you, especially external things about politics, things about religion, things about war, things happening on the other side of the world, things about whatever the things are that you're worrying about. This is all the storm that's happening around you. So this card's reminding you to find your calm, find your center, find the eye in the storm, that central calm place where you just deal with the things that are manageable and that are local to you in your life. So the things about your relationship, the roof, the house or place that you live in, the bills that you have to pay, these just general things. I mean, these are enough of a storm that we have to deal with without worrying about all the other things that are out of our control. So these are the storm. So hold in the eye of the storm to help you reconnect really with your life and reconnect with yourself. Okay, I trust everyone's feeling well. Thank you very much. Robin Hippler. Robin, your card is this incoming clarity. So this is like a light bulb moment, that something that has been unclear or uncertain becomes clear. So this is clarity coming in. Now, anytime we have clarity coming in, it also brings a sense of confidence, because confidence and clarity go hand in hand. We don't feel confident and unclear. We feel confident and clear. We don't feel clarity and unconfident. We feel clarity and they go together. So if there's clarity coming in, there's confidence or strength that's coming in as well. So clarity is coming in about what's next for you in life, perhaps, or how to embrace life more or to the degree that works for you. And keep yourself open to receiving the clarity that's incoming. Thanks, Robin. Okay, next person is Susan Sonsteng. So Susan, your best card is this, creation. So this is a blank canvas. This is starting something new. This might be creating something new or further developing something in your life. So this is an opportunity. It's life at the most simplest, perhaps, of levels. It's the fertile ground. It's the casting the seeds into the ground. It's the blank canvas before you. What am I going to create here? And it can feel overwhelming because there's so many possibilities and potentials. You know, like, what will I plant? What color will I use? What will I paint? What will I create with my life? So it's a good problem to have when we have options and we have potentials and there's so much. We could do anything. What could we do with this blank canvas? So this is a good place to be in, even though it can feel unsettling because we're on the precipice of committing. We're on the precipice of that change. So I trust that resonates. Thanks so much, Susan. Next person is this person. It's Suzie Nicholls. Suzie, your card is self-searching. This is be careful that you're not looking too far outside of yourself for answers, that you can find what you're looking for within yourself. So be careful you're not externalizing or blaming or searching for something out there when you can look in the mirror and find what you need within you. So what is it you're looking for and how can you offer that to yourself? And this is a really powerful or empowering attitude to have, is to go, okay, I need this. I'm not getting it from others, or I'm not getting it from this thing. How can I give this to myself? Support is a great example. If we're looking for support and recognition from others and we feel disappointed because we're not getting it, then we can look at in the mirror quite literally and go, right, how can I support myself? I clearly need support. I want support. How can I step up and become my best supporter instead of waiting and expecting other people to fill this void of what I need? So what is it that you need that you're waiting for from others? And how can you turn that around and offer this to yourself? That's what this card's about. So life has something to ignite in you, and you might be looking for it or looking for what's missing in life in others. So instead, how can you find it in you and then ignite that? It's a bit like a flower that wants to move into blossom. You have it within you, Suzie. So it's a really empowering card, but it's quite difficult at the beginning until we allow ourselves to shift our perspective on that. So thanks, Suzie. Next person is Matthew Keith. Matthew, your best card is this, Heaven on Earth. So this is an alignment card in regards to on the vertical. It's like a vertical alignment. It's like the tree. It's like the tree branches, the tree trunk, and the tree roots on the vertical. So it keeps us connected on the vertical. So life calls you to align and then bring life forward. It almost feels like this flourish card or this flourishing energy. So when you're locked into alignment, when you're connected to above and below, when you're like the tree, stretched out branches and leaves, strong in your body, in the trunk, and strongly grounded and rooted in the reality of life. When you're like that, then you flourish. So there's this flourishing feeling. All the birds, all the bees want to come and play in this tree and around you. So this is how you attract the energy that you're trying to attract, is by aligning, connecting, allowing yourself to flourish. Then you attract what you need. It sort of feels like an attraction energy, like you're trying to attract something. Are you trying to attract a business deal? Are you trying to attract abundance? Are you trying to attract something new or the right type of person for this thing? Whatever you're trying to attract, you'll find that through your alignment and then through your flourishing. That's what I'm feeling from that. I trust that makes sense, Matt. Thank you. Next person is Jackie. Jackie, you're next. Your best card is this. Oh, I love this. It's offering. Offering. So this is offering something out and receiving something in. So it's like a giving and receiving. It's an emitting something and then receiving something. So there's an openness, there's an allowance, there's a willingness to share and a willingness to receive. So it's a supportive card. And I feel like life is offering, you're being offered life. Life is being offered to you, and it's been offered as this rose, but I feel like it's like a letter in an envelope, and it's been offered to you as a letter. The letter, I don't know what's on the letter, but it's in an envelope. So you're being offered this envelope, this letter, which is life. Life is offering you this. So it feels like something to do with maybe a contract, some sort of paper, something that you've been writing down, but it's or a message. It could be a message as well, that life is offering you this message. And I feel like it's up to you to read it or receive it. So what I would do is I'd imagine, because it's got a bit of a mysterious feel to this, I'd imagine, if this resonates, receiving the envelope with gratitude, opening it up, pulling out the paper and seeing what it is and what that message is that will help you align further with your life and what life is offering to you. This is a gift. This is a blessing. In fact, in simple terms, this life is a gift. Life is a blessing for you. Thanks, Jackie. Okay, next person is Sally Rogers. Sally, your card is meditation. So this is finding calm, it's finding center, it's bringing everything together in your body, in your hearts. So bringing on the horizontal, bringing the energy in, on the vertical, bringing the energy in and bringing it into the center. So if this is a crossroad, the vertical and the horizontal, it's bringing it into center. So that's the crossroad, that's the point of center. It's the crossing in the cathedrals where they build the cathedrals in a cross, and that very center point where the two crosses meet or the two lines meet is called the crossing. It's a really powerful place to be in, and it's like the present moment. It's the here and now. It's in the body. It's the reality of things. It's where am I now in my life. So there is a sense of drawing all the energy back to you. There is a feeling of assessment of where you are at in your life at this time, Sally, and then from there perhaps an inspiration as to what to do next, or there might not be anything to do next, but it just feels like perhaps an assessment of your life, a reconnection with what's important, and a connection in with the gentleness and the simplicity of things, maybe even meditation, just to help you reconnect with and feel a revival or a appreciation for life. I feel like it's hard sometimes to appreciate life. We can take it for granted, but as we know, because we've all lost people that have been close to us, life is so short and precious. So it's an important reminder for us to appreciate life and definitely not take it for granted if we can. Okay, next person is Chelsea Keith. Chelsea, your best card is Manifest. I like this. So this is bringing something into form. This is manifesting something in your life. This is no longer an idea. It's no longer something you're just talking about. It might even be no longer something you're preparing for, but it's actually here. So it's here, or it's very, very close to being here. Something that you've manifested in your life. It's right here beside you. It's right here with you. It's right here next to you. It could be all around you. But you have manifested this thing about life. And if you think back even to like 10 years ago, when you didn't have this thing that's manifested, this thing that has brought so much joy and so much life to you, so much meaning to your life. Thinking back to when it wasn't there and connecting now with when it is here, I feel like these are like worlds apart. So the gift for you in life is what you've been able to manifest. And it's a really beautiful reminder. So abundance also with that card. Very interesting. Thanks, Chelsea. Okay, we've still got, this is our fifth last person. Janice Chalmers, this is you. Let's go with this card for you, Janice. It's called Breaking Free. So this is about breaking free of your own personal limitations. So if you were growing in a box, and you've got lots of room in the box, you're going to keep growing until the box that contains you can't take you anymore, and then you start sort of trying to grow, but you can only grow as far as the space that you're in. So it's a bit like a fetus growing in a womb, and the fetus grows and grows and grows until it gets to that size or that capacity where it's got no more room to grow, so it exits, and then it's born into a new world where it has new boundaries, I guess, for it to be able to grow into. So we reach a point where we reach, we could say in some ways, a limitation or a boundary or a barrier to our growth. And this card's about moving out of that barrier. So what is limiting you? It could be something to do with your own mind, could be quite physical, could be something within your own body that you're feeling quite limited by at this time. So this is about looking at how you can break free. How can you break through those barriers? How can you allow life to continue for you instead of feel like life is boxed you in, almost like you boxed you into some coffin? You don't need to be in that box. So this is letting life continue. Allow life to flourish and grow within you as well, but try not to box yourself in as much as you can. So push yourself out of your comfort zone, because the box is also the comfort zone. Next person is Joanna Levine. Joanna, your card is Truth. Truth, so this is the sword of truth and the safety of the truth. I would like to think, although sometimes I doubt it, or sometimes I'm not so sure if it's true, but I would like to think that there is safety in truth. I would like to think that the truth will set us free. I would like to think that the truth will win out. Sometimes I doubt that a little bit, but I still would like to think that the truth keeps us safe. So what is it about the truth that's important to you at this time, Joanna? And how can you make sure that you're living your truth and living the truth that matches your values and ethics? How can you make sure that you're living with integrity in the things that you're doing, in the words that you say, in the things that you're practicing and doing and engaging in? What is it about truth that brings life for you? Maybe truth's important to you, and that in truth there is life, and in life there is truth. So where does truth fit? It feels deep. It feels like a deep meaning here. Cut through the illusion and negativity. Courage. It takes courage to live our truth, but really there's no other way if it's important to us. And confront your issues that are opposite of truth. So see how that goes for you, Joanna. Thank you very much. Got 3 people left in here. Next person is Michele Burch. Michele, your card is Flowing Free. So this is about surrendering, letting go, and allowing flow, and allowing yourself to be involved in your life instead of holding back or hesitating or not fully diving in. So there's a diving in feeling here about life. The flow of your life is calling you. So what else does it say on here? You can trust in the direction that you're going in life. So allow yourself to trust that and keep moving in the direction that you're going. Thanks, Michele. Next person, second last, is A Sheep No More. A Sheep No More, your card is Reflections. So this is things coming together, even though things may feel like they're falling apart. So things are coming together. Things are being attracted together. Things are being magnetized together. It can feel like there's a disruption, like all the cards were laid out and the table's been flipped up and all the cards just spread out everywhere or up in the air, and some are missing, some are lost, and then, okay, how can I get things back to the way they were? So I feel like it's now just working with the cards that are left, work with the pieces of the puzzle that are left to try and create something new. So working with the change rather than going back to how things were. So let things come together in their new and improved ways, even though it might not feel like it's improved yet. And be patient because it requires patience as we allow things to come back together again. Now, our lucky last person is Teala Smith. Teala, your card is Rebirth. So this is about stripping back all the stuff about you and your attitude about life and your relationship with your life, your relationship with others, how you view your life to be, stripping back those parts that don't work or don't resonate or that hold you back. So there's a stripping back feeling, there's a burning things off or burning things away feeling. There's allowing yourself to shed. It's a shedding feeling, really. Shedding all that stuff so that you can, it's like shedding your old skin, like a reptile shedding their skin. Once they've grown to that skin, they shed it and then form a new skin. So shedding that old skin so that the new skin, a new, more youthful, revived skin can support you as you move forward, because skin very much is support. So what have you outgrown? What do you need to strip back of? And what do you need to shed that is keeping a distance between you and your life? And how can you shed that, let it go, and then allow yourself that renewal, that supportive renewal that comes from a new skin? So Rebirth is for you, Teala. Make sure I've got everyone. Yes. Thank you all so much. So I've got you all laid out here. And I feel as you're here with me and as you're connecting, I can feel all this love and life, because they're the same thing, really. Love, life coming out from my heart to you as you're laid out here, also as you're connecting here. So breathe in. If you're open to it, breathe in and allow yourself to receive the love, the life that is being offered to you. And then how can you play with that? How can you work with that? How can you bring that into your actual life? So this may be worth contemplating, writing in your journal, doing some meditation around, and see how this fits into where you are right now, and then how you might be able to apply anything to support you being able to move forward. So while all your cards and while you're all laid out here, I'm going to pull a card to go. So what do we need to know as we prepare to turn this off and move back into our everyday life? How can we apply what we've learned? How can we access what's trying to come in for us? What do we need to know as we move forward from here? And the best card is this from Healing Energy Cards Deck 2. And it's Own Your Power. That's how we step into life now. We take action, we embody and embrace our strength and courage and confidence, and we just move forward. We just move forward. Now, just move forward might not be as simple as it sounds for some of us right now, but maybe it is that simple. Maybe some of us have made things more complicated and more complex and more stressful and overwhelming than they really are or than they need to be. So hopefully, in general, we've connected with the simplicity, the preciousness, the blessing that is life, and that we can hopefully just get on with our life and just move forward. And if something's not working in our life, what changes or improvements can we make? Because life is precious, life is short, and life is worth living. It says move forward with strength. Strengthen yourself. And sometimes that is physical strengthening. Sometimes it is exercise and strength building in our body. because if we feel weakened in our body, we're going to feel weakened in ourselves. So just gentle if we need to, some strengthening of our body. Take ownership of your power in a healthy, empowering and proactive way. So if you've been leaning down the controlling route, then see if you can turn that controlling or the manipulation that you may sometimes get caught into, see if you can turn that into something more empowering and more supportive of the strength front, on the power fronts, and proceed. Now is the time to proceed. So if you need a sign of whether it's time to proceed, this is your sign. Proceed. So thank you so much. Thanks for joining me today. Thank you so much for your support and for being a patron for July. I look forward to connecting with you again. Hopefully next month. I will be back here at the end of August. So take care and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Thank you very much. Bye for now.